Hello, big friends! Welcome to another episode of Acting Up with Alvaro, the mini show where I tell you what I'm watching, why I love it, and why I recommend it every single Monday. Also the show where I highlight certain actors or performances that I've personally enjoyed. That said, minor spoilers ahead. Today we're talking about The Handmaid's Tale. So this show premiered back in 2017. I've been meaning to watch it for the longest time, but after missing 3 seasons, I got a little lazy. Luckily, I decided to watch it now, and I'm so glad that I did. This show is absolutely insane. The premise behind it is basically that there's a very, very high infertility rate in the US. And because of this, the hyper-religious folk think that it's a punishment from God. To remedy this, they adopt the scripture of the Bible to a T. The story in the Bible goes that Rachel is unable to bear children, but her handmaid is. So Rachel basically asks her handmaid to bear children for her by having sex with her husband. The US government rebrands themselves as Gilead, and they capture any fertile women that they can find and basically force them to become handmaids. They are then placed in the wealthy homes of couples who are not able to bear children on their own. They essentially get raped by the husband in a process called the ceremony to be able to get pregnant and then bear children for the wife. Appalling. The cast is very strong, and the lead is played by Elizabeth Moss, who actually won a Golden Globe for her performance in this series. And it's incredibly deserved after all that she had to go through to bring this character to life. In the show, her character's name is June, but they rename her Offred. And that's because when she's placed into a home, she now belongs to the man of that house. In this case, the man's name is Fred. Fred. Yeah. But in this episode, I'd like to highlight the very, very unlikable people in this show. Because again, I think it takes a special kind of talent to be able to play someone who is despised and hated so much. Even to the point where you want to jump inside the screen and just fight them. The 3 standouts are Yvonne Strahovski, who plays the wife Serena, Joseph Fiennes, who plays the husband Fred, and Ann Dowd, who plays Aunt Lydia. All 3 of them do very unforgivable things. And I could talk for hours about how terrible these 3 are. But I'd say I hate Fred the most. The way that he just objectifies women and constantly uses his authority to bring them down and keep them down, it's just disgusting. Especially when he constantly has to reiterate that a woman's objective is only to bear children, that they have to fulfill their biological destiny. It's really infuriating. So for that, I will say kudos to Joseph Fiennes for doing his job and acting so well as such a hated character that you do end up hating him quite a bit. But anyways, that's it for this episode, friends. Like I said, the show is really insane, but I do recommend it if you're really into dystopian-like shows. You can watch all 3 seasons of The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu, and season 4 will be coming out very, very soon. Take care, friends, and I will see you next Monday.